Hey, what up, guys? Wanted to throw a review up for a movie I watched last night called Cube, and I wish I could tell you the time or the year this came out, but it doesn't say it at all on the back of this or anything. But I think it's '96 or '97. I could be wrong, but I think it's '96. But anyways, this is I'll start off by saying I really love this film. You could see how where Saw took a lot of influence from this, because basically this is more sci-fi than it is horror, though. But there's still some cool deaths. But I'll start by saying these people they wake up in like this cube inside of a cube, and they don't know anything how they got there. They don't know the people they're with. That's how it starts off, just like Saw 1 starts off. And basically, there's a professional escape artist, and there's this really nerdy girl. There's this really strong buff dude or whatever, he's supposed to be the badass of the group and all that. Um, there's this like older woman or whatever, and there's this autistic kid you meet later. But they basically all have something to do with getting out of this place. Like their strengths benefit each other in getting out and all that. But basically, they open a room and realize some of them are trapped and some of them are safe. So they got to devise ways to test to see if a room's safe and all that. And it's some pretty clever ways. And basically, that's the gist of it. And then I'm not gonna, don't want to give a bunch away, but basically, there's just numbers and every stuff like that everywhere where the nerdy chick has to do math to figure out which rooms are good and all that. And then, people start going crazy. Like the buff dude starts to lose it. He wants to kill everybody and all that. And, people die. And there's some pretty interesting ways. Like there's this acid type thing that squirts in this dude's face, and that's some pretty good gore. And you see him later after all this stuff is passed. And basically, there's like a little twist at the end where there's like a thing where if they just would have done this certain thing, they would have been all straight and everything. And I mean, that's basically the gist of Cube. Some people could say it's slow, but I really loved it. The very last scene is almost not chilling, but it's really like good if you think about it. It's just like I said, I don't want to give it away, but I really love the ending scene. I love that you don't figure out anything about how this was done. It doesn't tell you anything about any of that. So the whole thing is still a complete mystery when the movie's over. And I really do like that because there are two sequels and that I'm going to review and watch. But yeah, I'm going to get that done. But I mean, this is the old DVD. I know there's a Blu-ray region free from Umbrella, but I haven't picked that up. I'm fine with the DVD. It looked not that good, but I'm probably not going to watch this for a few years, and I'll pick up the Blu-ray then. But, not many special features, none really at all. Storyboards and some commentaries, that's about it. But yeah, definitely pick this up. I mean, you can find this ultra cheap, I'm sure, $6, $7 on Amazon brand new. I think that's what I got it for when I picked it up. But to me, it actually was a breeze to get through, I really do love this movie. I think it's better than Saw. If I had to pick the better franchise so far, I mean, I haven't seen the sequels that could change drastically. But yeah, this is awesome. I love this movie. If someone said, you could either have Saw 1 in your collection or Cube, I'd definitely pick Cube. And it is Canadian too, so you hear the accent come through sometimes. And yeah, it's basically, and there's actually you can tell it's Canadian too because there's an actor who plays like the escape artist in jail. He played a part in some Goosebump episodes that were also Canadian, so you see a lot of that stuff. But yeah, basically that's it. Oh, one more thing for that. The opening scene to this is awesome. It has some gore to it, really creative. Think like the Resident Evil, the first death in Resident Evil, with that wires that come through and cut the dude or whatever. But it was more awesome in this. And actually, the CGI was better in this than it was in Resident Evil. So, but anyways, guys, that's my review for Cube. It's harder to talk about it without giving away the ending and spoilers, but it's just I don't want to do that because I think this movie's better. The less you know. So, anyways, tomorrow or the day after, I'm gonna throw up a review for Cube 2 Hypercube. And tomorrow we're recording a podcast, a tumbling podcast of Flesh. We're doing the Real Gore collection, which is Masks, Violent Shit, Curse of Dr. Wolfenstein, and Orphan Killer. So we're going to review those for the main reviews. But anyways, guys, peace.